What's up, YouTube? I'm doing a Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile for a deck that I use. It is a Geargia rampage deck, and I'll be showing what cards I use and why I use them. So to start off, I use 3 red gadgets, because I like to search a lot, and when he's normal summoned or special summoned, I can add a yellow gadget to my hand from my deck. And then I'm also running 3 yellow gadgets. Same reason. And when he's normal summon and special summon, I can add a green gadget to my hand from my deck.
And then green gadget adds a red gadget because it's a circle.
I'm running 3 green gadgets, also the same reason. When he's normal and special summon, I can add a red gadget from my deck to my hand. I am running 3 jumble drills. When he's normal summoned, I can increase the levels of any machine type monster I currently control.
Hold it up to the camera so I can see it if you want to. If not, it's fine.
That's fine.
Makes more sense.
It increases their levels by 1 that I currently control. If he attacks a defense position monster, he inflicts piercing battle damage. But also if he attacks, his effect goes off to where he gets automatically switched to defense position.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You have so much fun shuffling this sometimes.
I don't really care. I'm running 2 Geargia armors. Once per turn, I can change this card to face down defense position. When this card is flipped face up, I can add 1 Geargia monster from my deck to my hand except himself. I'm running 2 Geargia accelerators. If I control a Geargia monster, I can special summon this card from my hand in defense position. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, I can target 1 Geargia monster in my graveyard, except himself, and add the target to my hand. What is the rest showing or not?
No, I'm just bored.
Oh. I'm running 3 Geargiano Mark IIIs. When he's special summoned by a Geargia card, which can be a Geargia spell trap or monster card effect, I can special summon a Geargia from my hand or graveyard in defense position. But its effects are negated. Also, I cannot special summon monsters except Geargia monsters. I'm running 3 Geargiano Mark IIs.
Yeah, there you go.
When he's normal or flip summoned, I can special summon a Geargia monster from my hand or graveyard in defense position.
Remember, tell him when you're switching to spell trap.
I'm running 2 Geargia attackers. Once per turn, I can change this card to face down defense position. When this card is flipped face up, I can destroy any number of spell and trap cards on the field up to the number of other Geargia monsters I currently control. That's it for the monsters. Now I'm going for the spells. My first 2 spells, I'm running a double summon. The reason I'm running double summon is so I can do a second normal summon and pull off some more combos on my special summons with all my monsters. I'm running 2 enemy controllers to help me for defense. The first effect, I activate the card to change the battle position of an attacking monster my opponent is attacking with. Or I can also tribute a monster I control face up, tribute it to gain control of my opponent's monster for that turn. I'm running 3 Mystical Space Typhoons.
Pretty self-explanatory.
To also, self-explanatory. Defense and to help destroy my enemy's back row.
Even though you have a card for that.
I'm running a limiter removal because
Reasons.
I also like to try to pull off an OTK, which is a one-turn kill. It doubles the attack of all face-up machine-type monsters I currently control until the end phase. And then during the end phase, it destroys my monsters. So that's one reason it's good to use this as an OTK, because just in case your enemy can pull off a comeback or a combo on his next turn, you can get screwed. So it's good to pull this off when you know or think you're about to win. I'm running one Solidarity. If I have only one original type monster in my graveyard, all monsters that I control with the same type gain 800 attack. So, yeah, I'm running all machine types on my normal deck. So, all of them will gain 800. Megamorph. For offense and defense,
Okay.
if my life points are lower than my opponent's, it doubles my monster's original attack. But
If they're low.
if my attack points are higher than my opponent's, it halves my monster's attack. So the only way to use this card is your life points have to be lower than your opponent's, so you don't get screwed over. Then that's it for the spells. Now going on to traps.
Yeah, there it goes with focused again.
I'm running one Geargia gear. It's also limited to one at the moment. I can special summon 2 Geargiano monsters from my deck and increase their levels by 1, and I can only activate 1 Geargia gear per turn. But I can only activate 1 through the whole duel because you're limited to run 1. And I can also pull off combos because of this, just like I bring out a Geargiano Mark II, a Geargiano Mark III, but also because Geargiano Mark III was brought out by special summoned by a Geargia card, I can special summon another, so I can have 3 level 3s right there off the bat if I can pull it off. I'm
Really,
running
big boy?
2 Gravity Binds to help me on defense. This can help me win the match, or it can also cost me the match, because almost all of my monsters except my Geargiano Mark II and 3s are level 3. All the rest are level 4. And what Gravity Bind does, it level 4 or higher monsters cannot attack at all.
Hopefully they know what it does.
But also, it does not affect Exceed monsters because Exceeds are ranks and not levels.
Remember that, because it's important.
Yeah. I'm running 2 Mirror Forces because, you know, you have to help yourself for defense just in case your opponent has more monsters and you don't, or if they have more monsters than you do on the field.
Or you want to be
when an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. I'm running 2 Dimensional Prisons, also to help me for defense. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target that attacking monster and banish it. Banish the target. I'm running 1 Trap Stun, also to help avoid getting screwed over by an opponent's trap card. Negate all other trap card effects on the field this turn. It's activated.
Including yours.
Including mine, so I want to use this trap card when I'm not using any continuous or equips. I'm running 2 Metamorphs.
That's a sexy metal.
Target a face-up monster on the field. Equip this card to that target. It gains 300 attack and defense. If the monster that is equipped attacks, it gains equal to half the attack of the monster it's attacking during damage calculation only.
Solidarity.
So just say your monster has 1,000 attack, your opponent's has 2,000. Automatically he gains 300 attack and defense, and gains an extra 1,000 during the damage step because of this equip card. So he'll have 2,300, so he'll attack for 23. My opponent will lose 300 because of this card. And that's it for the deck. Now on to the...
He likes to use that with his limiter removal to fuck people over because he's an ass.
Actually, I moved the camera.
Okay.
Now for the exceeds or extra deck, I'm running a Shadow Lynch
For no particular
to
reason.
help defense and just basically for defense. I can detach
For looks.
an exceed material from this card to special summon. Salmon.
It's pink.
A phantom token. Fiend type dark level attack. Level 1 attack 500 and defense 500. This is also a quick effect. While I control a phantom token, my opponent cannot target this card for attacks. This card gains 500 attack for each phantom token I control. I'm running a Artifact Durandal. It requires also Shadow Lynch requires 2 level 3s. Artifact Durandal, however you pronounce it, requires 2 level 5s. He has 2 effects. I can only activate 1. Once per turn, during either player's turns, you can activate one of these effects. When a monster effect is activated on the field, or when a normal spell trap card is activated, I can detach 1 exceed material from this card. The activated effect becomes destroy 1 spell trap card my opponent controls. Its other effect is I can detach an exceed material from this card. Each player with a hand shuffles their entire hand to the deck and draws the same number of cards they shuffled into the deck. I'm running 1 Constellar Omega. He requires 2 level 4 light monsters, which I honestly don't know if I have light monsters in my deck at all. I'm using him mostly for attack points because I don't think I can use his effect. Once per turn, I can detach.
Fucking focus.
Once
camera.
per turn during either player's turn, I can detach 1 exceed material from this card. All Constellar monsters I currently control are unaffected by spell and traps cards this turn. So I'm only able to just bring him out for attack because his attack is 2400.
He's a dark magician.
Dark Magician's 2500
I know.
attack.
It's my
I'm
favorite
running
card.
1 Shark Fortress, which requires 2 level 5s. My opponent cannot target monsters for attacks except this card. Once per turn, I can detach a material from this card and target 1 face-up monster I control. It can make a second attack during that turn each battle phase this turn.
Do you need me to read these cards for you?
So I can actually pull this off. No.
You got this.
I'm running number 47, Nightmare Shark. Requires 2 level 3s. When this card is special summoned, I can attach 1 level 3 water monster from my hand or my side of the field to this card as an exceed material once per turn. I can detach an exceed material from this card, then target 1 water monster I control. This turn, that monster can attack my opponent directly. Also, other monsters cannot attack. So I'm only bringing him out for attack, since he requires 2 level 3s. His attack is a 2000, defense 2000. I'm using 1 King of the Feral Imps.
Just goes.
He requires 2 level 4s, same reason, attack, 23 attack, 2000 defense. 2 level 4s, once per turn I can detach an exceed material from this card, then add 1 reptile monster from my deck to my hand. So obviously I'm just using him for attack and also defense just in case.
I've only seen him get 3 to C's out of this. Only 3, maybe this one.
I'm running number 101 Silent Honor Arc. He requires 2 level 4s. I can detach 2 exceed materials from this card, then target 1 special summon monster my opponent controls in face-up attack position. Attach it to this card as a face-up exceed material. I can only use this effect of number 101 Silent Honor Arc once per turn. If this face-up card would be destroyed, you can detach 1 exceed material from this card instead. I am running 3 Geargia Gigant XG. He requires 3 level 3s, so like with
Mark 2, Mark 3.
Mark 2, Mark 3, or Gear, the trap card. I can pull off, bring in 3 level 3s out if I can pull it off in 1 turn, which I'm mostly able to. He requires 3 level 3s during either player's battle step. While an attack involving my machine type monster is occurring, I can detach 1 exceed material from this card. Negate the effects of all face-up cards my opponent currently controls. Also, the opponent cannot activate cards or effects. These effects last until the end of the damage step. When this face-up card leaves the field, I can target one other Geargia card in my graveyard and add that target to my hand.
Oh yeah, show them your swaggy sleeves, by the way.
I'll show them. I'll show
Why'd you
them
put it there?
And yeah, I accidentally put that there. I'm running 3 Gear Gigant X. He requires 2 level 4s.
For reasons.
Once per turn, I can detach 1 Exceed material from this card, add 1 level 4 or lower machine type monster from my deck or graveyard to my hand. When this card leaves the field, I can target 1 level 3 or lower Geargia monster in my graveyard and special summon that target. So also, when I bring him out, I use his effect to bring out the Geargianos or Jumble Drills. For also another reason I will mention right now.
Stop looking at that. Get to your face.
Cyber Dragon Nova. He requires 2 level 5 machine type monsters. Same thing, Jumble Drill. If I bring out a level 4 monster and then I'm able to summon Jumble Drill, I can increase the levels of all current machine types I currently control by 1. So Jumble Drill for himself and the level 4 will be raised to level 5, being able to summon Cyber Dragon Nova. His effect is once per turn, I can detach an Exceed material from this card, then target 1 Cyber Dragon in my graveyard and special summon that target. Once per turn during either player's turns, I can banish 1 Cyber Dragon from my hand or face up from my monster card zone. This card gains 2100 attack until the end phase. If this card
Destroyed.
in possession is sent to your graveyard by your opponent's card effect, I can special summon 1 fusion monster, 1 machine type fusion monster from my extra deck. So, say Dark Hole, Regeki, or any way of a card effect that sends him to the graveyard, I can special summon a machine type fusion monster from my extra deck into my field, which brings out my last card for that same exact effect, because it's the only way for me to pull it off at the moment. Cyber Twin Dragon. His effect is, says Cyber Dragon plus Cyber Dragon. If fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above fusion material monsters. But according to some of my friends that know the rules a lot better than I am, I can actually do that by using Cyber Dragon Nova's effect. Cyber Twin Dragon's effect is he can attack 2 times per battle phase. And it makes it pretty good to help attack. And also with, limb removal, solidarity, and possibly Megamorph or Metalmorph. He can be very powerful. And that is it for my Geargia Rampage deck.
Look at this.
These are the sleeves I'm also using for this deck. They're the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary sleeves. I bought them at a Target for about $5.
Oh my god, camera.
That is it for this deck. So this is Santi Recon 308 signing out.
Fucking focus.